Stop wasting time on social media. Here's the exact strategy I use to boost my client inquiries by 200%, and it only takes 15 minutes a day. Now, I've spent 20 years in marketing, and in that time, I've watched the smartest entrepreneurs use these simple steps to generate consistent leads, gain brand recognition and notoriety, and get clients every single week without spending hours trying to hack the algorithm or learning new trends. So if you want to know the secret, you need to check out this episode. And this isn't a video where I'm going to tell you to go message 20 people a day or spend hours in Facebook groups trying to strike up a conversation. No, instead, I'm going to show you how you can use a simple decision system that helps you focus on getting ready buyers to see you as an authority and someone they want to buy from, even if they just met you hours ago, so that you can hack into their natural buying process and it feels like you were the answer to their prayers. This is the process that changed everything for me and my 452 successful clients. It takes the guesswork out of social media marketing and leverages this powerful tool to build your brand and your bank account, all while bringing in clients who have life-changing transformations with your work. So I can honestly tell you, this social media strategy works to share content that creates inbound demand and gets strangers to buy from you easily, and all in just 15 minutes a day. I'll show you how you can use these 3 simple steps so that you can turn your social media into a gold mine. Now, hey, and welcome back to the Business Real Talk. Now, last week we talked all about what it takes to create an iconic brand in 2025 and beyond. And I want to be clear, this is essential. And it's everything that I'm sharing with you today is going to build on that concept because social media is just an amplifier. And one of the biggest mistakes businesses are making is not realizing that the reason they're not getting results with their social media strategy is because it's missing the foundation of what actually creates a standout and iconic brand. So I want to make sure that you go back and check out that episode if you haven't already, so you can learn what it actually takes to create that emotional connection that creates brand recall, where your audience becomes so obsessed with you, it's all they can think about, and then leverage your innovative method so you can have your message and brand become the known and recognized leader. So today, let's jump into talking about the 3 simple steps that create a standout social media strategy that gets clients in just 15 minutes a day. I call it the ADD method, ADD, and it starts with understanding authority. Now, what most businesses don't get is the purpose behind social media within their bigger marketing strategy. This leads to exhaustive marketing efforts, things like posting more, trying to be on more platforms in more places, trying to become virtual best friends with everyone that they meet, or hiring a social media manager in an agency trying to take over their presence online. The reality is, we've created a strategy that's focused on the wrong intent, trying to grow a massive following or post more content instead of recognizing that we're not just trying to shake everyone's virtual hand in the online space, but instead to be able to create instant authority. This is what allows your social media presence to actually drive results. And the easiest way to actually achieve this is by putting your proverbial stake in the ground. Now, think of it this way. Right now, you're posting content, you're showing up, you're putting things together based on what you think needs to happen. But what if instead you looked at it from a standpoint of what people actually needed to hear? It's about looking at those common and widespread ideas that people are talking about that are part of the conversation already, but sharing your hot take. So instead of you just adding to the noise of what's already in existence, this is your opportunity to share your instant authority, what your perspective is and why it's so important. So as an example, I might state that omnipresence is a waste of time for businesses who want more clients. Now, I'm taking a common and widespread idea that omnipresence is generally seen as a key way to grow and instead sharing my hot take. Remember, this is the key to actually getting people to see you as an instant authority. It allows you to take a concept that they've been agonizing over and creating a way for them to think differently. But also, as a reminder, having an unpopular belief can ruffle some feathers. So I want you to be ready for some of that pushback. This is just more of a reason for you to understand why your instant authority is so needed, because you're breaking out of the standard mold of what everyone else is saying. Now, the second step in the process is decisions. Now, most people are wasting so much time on social media because they don't actually know what they're trying to do, what they're trying to get out of it. And so they're spending time on trying to figure out what to post, how often to post, and where to create content. Hey, a reel here, a TikTok there, an article for LinkedIn, a carousel for Instagram. They've become a content machine. Or they've paid a pretty penny for an agency to create their content for them with little to no return. Now, the truth is, you're operating without a strategy, and it shows. Your content has one job and one job only: to help people make a decision. Now, whether that decision is that they should follow you or if they should be able to make a decision to work with you, your content is built to drive that decision. Knowing that, now your entire strategy is built to meet that intention. Because no, we're not just here to become their virtual bestie, and we're not here to just make them feel good for a moment. We want to create real and lasting change, and that comes from helping them make a decision. So instead of focusing on how much content you should make, you need to focus on how to actually leverage your content so it drives a decision. It's the difference between showing up, posting 3 to 4 times a day, wondering why you're still getting a lot of people cheering you on or commenting on your content, but not actually buying, and being able to create just 3 to 4 pieces of content a week that actually has people raising their hand saying, please take me to the next step because this is exactly what I've needed. Now, the third and final piece of the process is distribution. Now, social media gives you this huge opportunity. It allows you to distribute your decision content to more people. So once you have steps 1 and step 2 down, then the opportunity for social media is how you actually can widen your reach. Now, the biggest thing that I hear people say is that I'm posting my content on my personal profile or I'm sharing my content on my feed. But what they don't understand is that there's a difference between what we call top of funnel content, aka the content that gets new eyeballs, and middle of funnel content, aka the content that nurtures people to a yes. Now, the goal here now becomes that with top of funnel content, your goal is now to get people to see you as a valuable authority from the very first time that they meet you, so that they actually decide to stop their scroll and give you more of their time and attention. Think of this as your first impression content, your trailer, the thing that allows people to get introduced to you to see whether or not they want to spend more time with you. And each platform is different. For example, on Facebook and Instagram, these are reels or lead content in Facebook groups. Whereas with middle of funnel of content, your goal is to get them to binge their way to a decision. So this content instead is focused on building trust and creating a big perspective shift around a specific concept. So let me share an example with you. Our clients learn this simple distribution system that allows them to create just 3 to 4 pieces of content a week that are focused on actually driving decisions, aka middle of funnel of content. By doing that, now what they can do is distribute it to new audiences, getting that turned into top of funnel of content. Great example. This episode here will get chopped up into small short form content that can now be distributed to top of funnel opportunities like TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels to drive new eyeballs on my business that then leads them into my middle of funnel content strategy that drives the decision. It's so simple and so strategic, which makes it an easy way to scale your business because smart entrepreneurs understand how to use their time wisely. This is what we call our inbound demand system because ultimately what a business wants to be able to do is leverage social media marketing to create inbound demand because being able to get in front of people is what social media allows you to do. And then your content is what allows you to actually get them to create buy-in. So when all of the pieces begin to work together, you're generating inbound client inquiries and you're expanding your reach and building massive authority as a brand. And it's just one step inside of the EasyS method. And it's why over 452 businesses worldwide have worked with us to get their leads to sell themselves because we understand the 3 main things that get your clients to an easy yes. The first one is actually creating an uncontested marketplace. The reality is that attention spans are short and the opportunities are endless. And your prospective clients are exhausted trying to figure out who the right person is for them. So instead of making them try to decide who to go with, we create a market of one, you and only you, because using your innovative gap methodology allows you to create an uncontested space where you're solving an unsolved problem with a innovative approach. This is what allows you to be able to charge 5 to 10 times more, market less, and have a flood of clients coming in wanting to work with you and only you because they know that you are the only solution for them. This is what we call your innovative advantage. Now, the second step, once you've had that, is creating a process that allows you to create a bingeable decision system. What this allows you to do is create indoctrination within your process because the reality is you can either make the sales process take months or years in order to get people to buy, or create a system that allows people to get to know you within a matter of hours or days so that they're able to say yes to working with you without spending months in your pipeline. Now, we've created what we call our bingeable decision system that allows your audience to be able to binge their way to an easy yes using what we call the Netflix effect. Now, not only are you creating brand loyalists, but you're getting people to buy from you in 90% less time. Now, the third and final piece of the puzzle is actually being able to deliver on the promise that you're making, because we're living in a reputation driven world and we want to ensure that your business can stand the test of time. This is what we call results and retention. And it's the answer to creating pure profit in your business, because it's exhausting to constantly try and find new clients for your business, but instead, being able to create a way to be able to retain your clients means that you're spending less time on marketing and more time on serving incredible clients. And it allows you to ensure that you're getting your clients results at scale without losing the world class results that you've become known for. By systemizing this delivery process, you're able to serve a bigger market without losing the important piece of actually getting your clients results. This is the power of the Easy Yes method. And it's exactly why we're so passionate about supporting expert businesses being able to take over their industry and be able to create a true market of one so they can get their leads to sell themselves. So if you want to learn how we can help you and how we can use the Easy Yes method within your business, I want to invite you to the next step and book a call directly with me. On this growth optimization call, you and I will sit down, we'll look at your current business model, what you're currently doing, and where the biggest gaps and opportunities are so that you can walk away from this call understanding exactly what needs to happen within your business so that you can actually get high end, ready to buy clients to sell themselves. But we'll also share with you when it makes sense, how the EasyS method can be applied to your business, and how we can support you in that process. So if you're ready to learn how this can work for you, I want to invite you to book your growth optimization call right now. Head on over to easyesleads.com/call to book your call. But if you're new around here, or you just want to learn a little bit more about how this 3-step method uses the Netflix effect to get leads to sell themselves, I want to invite you to check out our free Bingeable mini series that breaks it all down. Inside, I'll show you the exact 3-step process that allows you to get your leads to sell themselves and how you can apply the Netflix effect within that. So if you're ready to check that out, head on over to easyesleads.com. Now, as always, we love and appreciate if you could just take one moment out of your busy day to subscribe, rate, and share this with a friend so that we can ensure that we're helping experts like you create a movement with iconic brands. But until next time, here's to keeping it real.